Hello, dear friends. Welcome to my channel Programmings Only. In this tutorial, we are going to learn SQL Server practically. So, why practically? Practically means sometimes we take interviews of freshers and students. At that time, we found that students and freshers have lot of knowledge, but they have theoretical knowledge only. But there is no practical knowledge over there. If we are trying to do some small chunks of code, then they are not able to do things practically, but they know it's theoretically. That's why the thing is practically. So I am trying to learn you SQL Server practically. So in this tutorial we will start from creating a database using create database table command. These are the steps we are going to follow in this tutorial. Firstly, we will create a database. Then we will create a table in that database using create table command. After that, we will add some records using insert command into the table. Later on, we will view that inserted records into the table using select command. After that, we will try modifying table data using update command. And last one, we will try deleting record using delete command from the table. Okay, now we will start the same. So now we can see the syntaxes of the commands we are going to use throughout the tutorial. This is the create database command syntax, which uses create database, and after that name of our database. Create database is the keywords of SQL. Same, we can use database command using use keyword, and after that name of our database. Then second is create table command syntax, and this is a, you can see on screen, create table command syntax. This command uses create table keywords. After that name of our table, and then open and close parenthesis enclose with column name 1, data type, and its size. And after that constraints. The constraints part is optional. That is our primary key, unique key, not null. These are the constraints, and it's not compulsory to provide constraint for a column. It's totally optional. We can define table without applying any constraint on single column also. This is select command syntax. The keyword select is used to select records from table. Select column name 1, column name 2 from table name, and condition is in optional brackets. Here optional brackets indicate the conditions are optional. We cannot uh, we can view table records without specifying any condition. And specifying star in place of comma separated column names, that is column name 1, column name 2, will gives you all columns from table. That is, if you fire a query like select star from table name, it will return all records from our table with all columns. Now it's a insert command syntax. Insert into table name, and then in parenthesis column name 1, column name 2, then values, value for column name 1, value for column name 2. Here insert into and values are the SQL keywords, whereas table name is our name of our table. Now we will say update command. Update table name, set column name 1 equal to value 1, comma column name 2 equal to value 2, and in optional brackets conditions. Here update and set are the keywords of SQL, while conditions are optional. But without applying any condition, update command will update all records of our table. So always be sure before firing the update command, because it will update all records of our table. So be sure while firing this query. We can see delete command syntax. Uh, its syntax is delete from table name, and conditions are optional. Here delete and from are the keywords of SQL, whereas condition is optional. But if we execute delete command without applying any condition, it will delete all records from table. So always be sure before executing this command. Otherwise, it will delete all data from your table. We we will follow Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio throughout this tutorial for our practicals. Okay. Suppose firstly we will get a new query window. Uh, okay. Now we will create a school database using create database command. Firstly, this is syntax of creating a database using create database command. If you know, this is the database name that we have to specify, and the keywords create database is should be defined over here. This command will create database with school database name. Let's see. I am executing it. Now this command is successfully executed. Now we can check our database by refreshing databases. You can see this school database is created over here. Now we can uh, create tables into the database. Firstly, we have to set that database as our primary database. This command will tell SQL Server to use school database. This query is executed successfully. Now you can say school database is set over here. Okay. Now we are going to create table in school database. You can see there is no table defined over here, as we have created new database. Now this is the syntax of create table. Now we can erase use database query as there is no need. Suppose we are going to create student table and say students. Okay. Now this is the syntax of create table command. Create table and students. This is the our table name that we have to specify. We can keep our table name as per our requirement. Now we have to specify the fields of this table. What type of fields this table will contain? Suppose we are going to define roll number of type integer. We are giving it as a primary key, suppose, and it should be automatically incremented by 1. So we will set identity element as 1 as to 1. Identity, this is not necessary to uh, define key with primary key, and define a table with primary key or identity, but these are the constants we can specify. Now student name, first name, middle name, care of 10, last name, care of 10, creation time, type date time, updation time, of type date time. We can set creation time default as date date. It will set current date if there is no date specified for creation time. Okay. Now this is our query is prepared to create table with name students, with name student, and having these much fields: roll number, first name, middle name, last name, creation time, updation time. If you have to understand syntax, this is the field name that we have to specify as per our need. This is the data type, which is the format of our field, that is integer, varchar, date time. And if you pointed this 10 varchar of 10, then this is the size of that field, how much data the field can hold. This is indicating 10 characters. Okay, now we are going to execute this query. Now I am executing the query. Query is executed successfully. Command completed successfully. Now our table is getting created. You can see our table is created. Students. We can check now. We can see how we can check the data available in this table. So we can use select command, like select star from table name students, which is our students. If we can see, this is our table, and there is no data till as we have created new table. Now we can add this table using insert command. Insert into students. Now firstly its roll number, first name, last name, middle name. Suppose I am not putting creation time as we have set it, and there is no need of updation time also, as we will update it when we use update command. Now we are entering values. Suppose roll number is 101, first name is suppose Karthik. It should be in single quote as there it is a string. Karthik Pandey. Middle name is Ramesh. Now this is syntax of insert query, and it will insert one record into the students table with these field values, with rule number 101, first name Karthik, last name Pandey, middle name Ramesh. The sequence should not be same as per table sequence. We can change the sequence, and we have to uh, pass the values as per the field sequence. Means this sequence should not be mismatched in the values also. If you put in students roll number first here, then it should be in first sequence here. If first name is in second, first name should be in second, like that. And the syntax of insert query is the insert into keywords. These are the keywords: insert into, and then table name, that is our student, then in parenthesis fields that should be inserted, and after that values is the keyword indicating which value should be inserted into the table for the specified fields, and this is the field values in the parenthesis in the values section. Now we will execute this query. Okay, now we are trying to insert roll number, but it's not allowed as we have set identity column, hence we are not going to insert it. It will be automatically inserted and auto incremented. Now you can see the one record is affected, one row is affected, and query is executed successfully. Now we can check using select star from students query. Now you can see here one record is inserted with roll number 1, first name Karthik, middle name Ramesh, last name is Pandey. And also as per our default constraint get date, the date time is also inserted in creation time. Now we are going to add another record. Suppose first name is Sachin, uh, Sachin Ran. Suppose, and middle name is same as it is. It will insert second record. One row affected, query executed successfully. We can check using select star from students. Two records are there. Now suppose we have to see specific user data in select using select command. Then we have to specify uh, any primary key or any unique data that will indicate to find a specific user. And suppose we are searching for a user having roll number is equal to 1. It will return single record as roll number 1 is having only one record is there. Now if we have to find users having middle name as Ramesh, see both records are having middle name as Ramesh, that's why two records are there. If we insert another one record with suppose Lalit, now suppose we are searching for users having middle name students having middle name Ramesh, only two records are there, but actually in database if we see the whole data of students there are three records. Now if we want to see the student having roll number is equal to 3, then we can search like this select star from students where roll number is equal to 3. Rule number 3 is specifying is indicating we have to search for a single user or user with who is satisfying the condition in where clause, and this is the syntax of select query, that is select star from, this is the keyword from, select is keyword, and student this is a table name, after that where is a keyword which is useful to specify a specific condition. Here there is no necessary, it is not necessary to specify star. We can put uh, we can put field names which are needed. If you don't want to see whole data of table, don't use star. You can specify the specific fields that you want to see. Okay, I think you understood using this, you can understand using this practicals, small practicals. So we have covered select command with conditions, with suppose there is no condition, we will see it later. Insert command. Now we are going to use update command to modify some records of students table. Suppose we have to modify student table. As we will say where roll number or where first name is equal to Sachin. This query will modify the student table having record with first name as Sachin. This is indicating Sachin, and set first name as राकेश. मीन्स अगर सिंपल भाषा में हम समझना चाहते हैं हिंदी में, तो जहां पर सचिन फर्स्ट नेम है वहां पे फर्स्ट नेम राकेश सेट हो जाएगा इससे. एंड इफ और अगर हम वेयर क्लॉज यूज नहीं करते हैं और सिर्फ अपडेट स्टूडेंट सेट फर्स्ट नेम इक्वल टू राकेश यूज करते हैं, तो पूरे टेबल में जितने भी फील्ड रिकॉर्ड्स हैं सबको फर्स्ट नेम एज राकेश सेट हो जाएगा. तो कंडीशन स्पेसिफाई करना जरूरी है. सो वी आर गोइंग टू सेट फर्स्ट नेम एज राकेश वेयर फर्स्ट नेम इज सचिन. वी कैन see over here. Student table is having name Sachin for roll number 2. Okay, first name. Now we are going to fire update query. Okay, query is executed successfully. We can say now we can check students table. See, the roll number 2 is having first name Rakesh, as previously it was Sachin. Okay, suppose now we don't specify here clause and hiring update query. So we can see that 3 rows are affected, means 3 rows are getting updated. Now we can check select star from students. All 3 rows are having first name as Rakesh, as we have not specified any any condition while setting the first name. Okay, then we are going to understand syntax of update query. The syntax of update query is simple as there is a keyword update. After that, students means this is a table name, that is our table name, and set is a keyword which specify which field we have to set. After that, you have to specify condition in where clause, where which field you have to check, and uh, you can specify multiple things over there. Suppose I have to change multiple fields at the same time. I am changing middle name also. Now I am setting middle name as Lalit, or the roll number is equal to 2, 2 or 3. What this query will do? This query will change first name, also changing first name. I am setting Sachin. So So I am setting first name as Sachin and middle name as Lalit for the roll number 3 in students table. Now we can update hiring query. Here we can check one row is affected, query is successfully executed. Now we can check students table. This is the record. First name is Sachin and middle name is Lalit. Okay, and we can see here multiple fields can be updated using comma separation. This is the comma separator in set and where clause. Update student set then where. This is the syntax of update query. Okay, now we can go forward for the delete query. Delete command. Then if you know, delete command is used to delete or remove a record from the table or database. So suppose we have to delete record having roll number 2 from the table students. Then this is the syntax: delete from table name, that is our students. Here roll number is equal to 2. This command will delete all the records of uh, table students having roll number is equal to 2, but there is only one record with roll number 2. So we are going to execute this query. As we can see, this query is successfully executed and one row is affected. So we can check our student table. We can see the roll number 2 record is completely deleted. Now after this delete, there is no chance to undo the delete. So while firing delete query, use this query very carefully. If you fire it's without selecting any condition, it will delete complete record from your tables. Suppose we you fire query without any clause, any where clause, any condition. I am going to fire this query right now. You can see two records are affected. The query is executed successfully. Means the remaining two records are also getting deleted, and we can see the table is now empty. Okay, friends. Hope you have learned a simple SQL create table, select selecting records from table, inserting records in table, updating records in table, and deleting records from table. So friends, hope you understood the practical. If you liked the video, please like, share, subscribe and comment me your responses. Also comment if you want this video in Hindi.